part is we're going to go ahead and show how to take a section of each eye and create a sliver of this eye to give our eyes, nose, and mouth a three-dimensional look, because the pumpkin has a three-dimensional shape to it. It's got the inside wall of the eye, nose, and mouth where we cut through because it's a fat, thick piece of pumpkin wall that we have to cut through, so we have to show that little thin wall that we're going to cut through. And so what we're going to do is we're going to intersect this line and make a perfect shape to go inside this eye for us, and nose and other parts of the mouth. But the way that we do that is we have to make a shape that goes around the outside of the eye. And so what we're going to do is make a copy of this, and then we're going to also have a little sliver that's going to fit in, and you'll see how I'm going to do that. We're actually going to draw a shape through the here and in, and then out and around, so that we can take this inside section and place it into the eye. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take our pen tool and draw the lines that are going to intersect here. And that's exactly what I want you to do, is to do this little intersect. And then what you're going to do is you're going to actually draw around the outside, and I've got my fill button on right now, but that's a good thing to see, is and make a shape like this. And now we're going to make it see-through or none fill. And so now what you see here is I've made a shape that goes around the outside and crosses over the inside of that triangle shape. And what we're going to get is this area right here and right up here. This is our sliver that we want to copy, okay? And that's what we're going to do. So what we're going to do right now is make that sliver and transfer it over. So let's go ahead and select our path tool, our Pathfinder tool. We're going to hold down the Option key and then select one time. And I didn't select the shape, so let's go ahead and select both shapes. There we go, now I got it right. Select our transform tool, and then we'll select right here. And now you can see I have a perfect shape to go inside the eye. But there is a problem that I did here. If you make one single shape, you're going to notice that this eye right here has to have a corner. Okay, so that's what we're going to correct here in just a moment. Alright, so let's go ahead and undo that. And I'm going to go back just a little bit for you. And what I want to show you is we're going to draw this shape into this corner and then up and over. So we're going to finish this the correct way. So we're going to add here, go through this corner, and then we're going to come up and over, and that's going to give us our shape. And we need to make it see-through, and then we're going to select that one side, and we're going to copy. Let's undo the copy just for the moment. And we'll go back and we'll select the shape, none, and let's select both shapes, and then we'll do the Pathfinder, and there we go. We've got the shape we need. Alright, so let's go ahead and take that shape, put it right here in that corner. Okay, and so now we're all set. Now what we're going to do is copy that shape again. Okay, and then we're going to copy it over and over in both of these corners. Alright, so that we can fill the shape with that little sliver. Now when I get rid of this shape, I'm going to do a copy and a paste, because I've used that shape here. So I'm going to bring it back over here, and then I'm going to take Object, Arrange, and let's see here, Object, Transform, excuse me, and Reflect, and we'll flip that over, and now we've got the same exact eye shape that we had before. So let's go ahead and do that again. So we're going to come through here, and we're going to come right through the eye here with our sliver. We will make it no fill. Let's select both, and let's go ahead and do our Pathfinder, and there we go. Okay, so there's our sliver, our first sliver. And you'll see how this works in just a moment. I'm not really going to worry about my placement. Now I'm going to go ahead and select this again. I'm going to do my Object, Transform, Reflect. Oh, I need to do a copy and paste. Let's undo, reflect. Let's do a copy and a paste. And then we'll reflect it, transform, reflect, and we'll say OK. And now we can do the other side of this, which is our bottom area here. So we're going to start here, come in, go right through the center, over and up, and we'll get that sliver with a fill. And let's select both. And now we're going to go ahead and do our Pathfinder Option key, hold it down, and select. And now we get the other sliver that's going to go in this eye. And now you can see what I'm talking about here, how we're going to have these two slivers in this eye that are going to make a shape for us, a three-dimensional shape. What I'm going to do right now is copy and paste this. So let's do a copy and a paste. And we're going to do transform, reflect, flip it over. And then we're going to place it right over here on this corner. And we're going to do the same thing here with the one on the bottom. Copy, paste. And let's go ahead and transform, reflect that, and drag it right over here. And now we've got both eyes ready to put in our gradient, but we're going to zoom in first. And we're going to start putting in the gradients, but notice that they're not lined up perfect over here, and they're not completely lined up perfect anywhere else, but that's okay because what we're going to concentrate on right now is our gradient. So what I'm going to do is I've selected my gradient line here, and you can see the gradient already filled with a radial blend. We're going to change that to linear, and we're going to get rid of that dark color, and we're going to keep the light color. And now we're going to set this gradient up for the other slivers that we've created, and let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to select the shape right here, and I'm going to go to my gradient and paste that in. I'm going to select this gradient here. I'm selecting right on the line, and I'm going to get my eyedropper this time and select here, and I'm going to do the same thing for this shape. Eyedropper, and I made a mistake there. Let's edit, undo. Let's make sure we've got the right shape selected. Here we go, that one right there, the one on the side right here. And now let's go ahead and do a fill. Let's take our eyedropper and fill in that shape. All right, now you can see I've still got an outline here on both of these eyes. So let's go ahead and get rid of those outlines. Let's get the stroke and undo those lines on the stroke. And now you can see starting to take a little bit more of a natural look here. Now we need to line these up so that they are covering the outside edge of this eye, and so that we can blend them correctly. And there we go, we've got that one blended correctly. Now let's go ahead and move this one over a little bit. Get it into a good position. Let's move this one over just a little bit. And I think we're good to go there. This one's off just a little. And I think we're lined up. And now we can play with the gradient. Let's take our gradient tool, and we'll see if we can make our gradients look a little bit better. Oh, let's undo. I like the way it was the first time. Select another shape and our gradient tool. And there we go. And let's do the one over on this side. I'm not sure I like that. Let's go this way. And we'll select the last one here. There we go. And we do have one little area to fix over here. And I think we're good here. We're pretty close.